Today's video is going to be in response to a comment I got where somebody lost their Pro Tools templates. They seem to think that Pro Tools actually glitched out and deleted their templates, and that would be a huge bummer. So I want to show you how to both create and save your own templates, but also how to keep them safe so that even if Pro Tools did delete them, you'd still be handled, as well as some other really good perks that come along with this backup system so that you can use your templates wherever in the world you are. Hello and welcome to the video. My name is Owen-Flood and I teach DIY audio things on YouTube. So please subscribe if that's your thing. And like I said, I want to show you how to create and save and back up your own templates inside of Pro Tools. But first, just in case you're not sure what a template even is, let me show you. When you first launch Pro Tools, you should be greeted with a menu that looks something like this. And you will see there's a little checkbox that says Create from Template. If you click that, now you will have a list of templates available to you. And these templates are just going to be pre-organized and routed sessions that you can work within. This can save you literally hours, maybe days, or even weeks on your life, because creating tracks over and over again, especially if you tend to use the same tracks, is just a waste of time. So for myself, I have like a podcast template, I've got a mixing template, I've got a mastering template, I've got a tracking template, and even though they don't always match exactly what I'm going to need, they have a lot of what I'm going to need and will save me a ton of time just in routing alone. And in addition, you can have all your effects already set in. You can have certain plugins on any channel you want. You can have volumes at whatever you want. You can essentially have it kind of pre-mixed, at least as a first estimation of what that mix would actually be. As an example, I'll just open up my mixing template here. All right, so it is launched, and as you can see, there's a ton of tracks sitting here ready to go. And this is when I would just drag my mixing files into this session and be routed and ready to start mixing really quick. They're organized. I've got folders for literally everything. I've got effects for all my vocals ready to go. It's just done. And if we go back to our first menu there, you'll see that Pro Tools actually has a bunch of options pre-built for you. So that was one I made for myself based on what I know I like, and that's what I use all the time. But if you wanted to just try somebody else's, you could, of course, just look at one of these, Getting Started, for example, and go with Singer-Songwriter and click that one and see what's there. It's a great way to actually learn how routing in Pro Tools works. You'll kind of figure things out if it's brand new to you. But we need to talk about how to actually make your own, and then how to save it, and then finally, how to make sure that even if Pro Tools somehow deletes it, you don't lose it forever. I'm just going to launch a random one here, and we're going to pretend that I made it for myself. Okay, here it is. And like I said, let's just pretend that it was something that I made, and this is what I wanted to save forever. I could go to File and then Save as Template. And within that, we will now see this little window that says, okay, what do you want to call it and where do you want to put it? If you click Category, you will see that there's a bunch of folders here. I have created one called MOF Templates. My name is Malcolm Owen-Flood, so that's for me. And I just keep all my own in there. In this case, let's just make a new one for an example. I'll call it Example Folder. Example Template. And we could include media, so if there was any audio in this that you wanted to carry over, you could do that as well. And if you wanted to save the template somewhere other than in Pro Tools specific template folder, you could do that as well using this select location for template, but I'm not going to do that. And there's a reason. Number one, putting it where Pro Tools wants you to put it makes it so that you can access it very easily from that initial boot up window of Pro Tools. And I like that. It's the easiest way to use it. But the downside is that if Pro Tools somehow modified that folder, you could potentially lose it. So what we have to do is actually do both of these options. So we're going to start by saving it where Pro Tools wants, and then we're going to make a copy into a cloud backup like Dropbox. So let's go. Okay, it's done. It's saved. Let's close this. And now if I go into new and then look at my templates here, we will see, oh, example folder, the one I just made, it's now there. Click that, example template, now there, and we can create a new session using that template. It worked. Now, in theory, you're probably going to be fine for the rest of time. I've never actually heard of Pro Tools deleting somebody's templates other than this one comment I got. So I'm not saying it didn't happen, but it's probably not going to happen to you. But there is a good reason to back it up, even if you don't think Pro Tools is going to delete it. And this has saved my butt multiple times. Here is the scenario. You go to work somewhere like another recording studio, like a friend's house, or just somehow wind up in a place where you want to make music and you don't have your own Pro Tools laptop or computer or rig or whatever. How do you use your template? You just don't have access to it, right? unless you saved it into Dropbox or Google Drive or whatever you like to use. You just have to make a copy of that template. So here is how you do that. One, you could just go and save as template and then select location and put it where you want. But if you want to make sure it's the exact same one that you've been working from, you just got to find your template folder, which is easier said than done on a Mac. I find I always get lost, but there's a Pro Tools folder, and inside of it, there's a session templates, and we will see that there is an example folder that we made with our example template. We can just literally Command C that, go into Dropbox, make a new folder called example template, backup, put it in there, and paste. And now that's going to load up to my Dropbox. And now I could be on any computer, go to my Dropbox and find this PTXT template file and open it. And if I double click it, you'll see that it actually does try to open up a new session using that template. And it's going to ask me where I want to save it. Template 2 from Dropbox. And look at that. We got a whole new session made with that template from a Dropbox folder, not from the Pro Tools folder. So Pro Tools doesn't actually care where your template is saved. I just like having the ease of use, finding it with their dialog, but you can actually open it right from Dropbox if you want. You could have that template saved to your desktop if that was quickest for you. It's actually a really efficient way just to get started working every day. You just come in, click on a template, and start working inside of that template. If you are like doing a songwriting challenge where you need to like write and record a song every day or something like that, that's fun. This is such a game changer because you just have like, all right, every day I open up the same template. You get to know it really well. You can work fast within it. It's got all the virtual instruments you already need ready to go. Your layout is how you like it. You're done. So that's kind of a fun one. I can't recommend it enough. Use templates. There's better things to do with your life than route tracks and create new tracks, and it's bad. So do this instead. And if you want to really go down the template rabbit hole, look up a guy named Billy Decker. He's an amazing country and rock mixer, and he uses templates like nobody's business. He mixes a song in like under an hour, and it's all because of templates. So templates have a lot of power to varying degrees based on your workflow. Like I don't mix a song that quick at all, but I still think templates are one of the best things. I couldn't work without them for sure. They'd slow me down too much. I'd never get to actually making music. So check it out for yourself. If you enjoyed this, please do subscribe. I appreciate that very much. Give a thumbs up and comment and let me know if this is helpful for you or not. I would love that. Okay, until the next one. And there's another video coming up for you right here. Bye.